Howdy. With this video, just want to go over the midterm real quickly. I'm sure it's a very busy week for everybody, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as I can. Um, class note, Felicia Hankins is already starting to send stuff on GroupMe. If you haven't sent her your phone number and gotten into GroupMe and downloaded that app, make sure you do that because she is already starting to send out information. You haven't missed much so far. She basically just said it's going to rain in Denmark, so bring an umbrella. But they're probably going to be more important as we get closer to the date. And also, don't forget we're leaving around 2:15, 2:30 on Friday, this Friday for Nashville. Gonna spend the night in Nashville, then fly to Denmark the next day. I will ask to see your passport before you get on into the minivan. One of the really bad things that might happen is we get to Nashville and you realize you don't have your passport. Uh, Tough. That's just a bad situation. You don't have a ride home either. So definitely going to check that. And make sure you check that I have mine too. I'll probably gonna hold mine up to make sure I have mine too. Um, but hopefully, if you have questions about the trip or the class, make sure you let me know. For the midterm, uh, hopefully you read the directions or you're about to. Just do it tomorrow night. I'm doing this video on Monday the 25th. Again, with this class, if I can get a much better one Wednesday afternoon, that's fine with me. I'd rather have a really nice midterm exam Wednesday than a rushed, hurried one, frantic one on Tuesday night. So one nice thing about having a small class like this is that we have a little flexibility there. I assume by this point you should meet due dates and everything, but a little flexibility never hurts either. Basically, I'm going to probably print these on Thursday and take them on the plane and grade them then with all these layovers. A couple of things about the midterm. Like I said, you're completing it for me. Don't start falling in a plot summary of the works. I've read them. I don't need you to repeat them to me. I want you to see what you're thinking about them. Also, avoid research. You should be quoting from the literature we've read, but you shouldn't be going out on the internet and looking up the Harlem Renaissance and 6 characters in search of an author and stuff like this. I can't stop you, but make sure you're not using it in your essay. Make sure you follow that 3-paragraph format. And you're going to respond to any 2 of the prompts down here. There's 4 to choose from. You just pick 2. And the way that the writing should look is that you're going to have one sentence thesis statement. You don't have to write the word thesis here like Austin has, but if you want to, that's fine. I don't care. Then you're going to have 2 paragraphs of at least 200 words each. You're going to use quotes from the literature for support, so you're probably going to go over 200 words. The quote should not add to the word count as part of the word count, right? I want 200 of your words there. But you're going to do 2 paragraphs. Get straight to the point, no introductions, no conclusions. That's where students tend to pad their essays with, since the dawn of time, literature has done something or other. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to give me your thesis and then get straight to proving your thesis. So you're going to do 2 responses like that for a total of 6 paragraphs. Again, 2 of those paragraphs will just be the 1-sentence thesis statements. And to kind of view 200 words as the minimum. If you're not getting 200 words, that means you're not developing your idea very well. Kind of a little warning there for you. You do have a couple of one viewing, one reading. That video, The Harlem Renaissance and Beyond, it's a strange video. You're going to see some of the sexism of the past there a little bit. But also you're going to see some very good readings of some of these poems from the Harlem Renaissance. So it's kind of a quirky video, and you can respond to it in one of the prompts. I kind of point that out as well. It's also kind of a pretty good introduction to the Harlem Renaissance. And one reason we're getting into the Harlem Renaissance is that Noah Larson's novel Quicksand's coming straight out of the Renaissance and being influenced by a lot of these ideas. You should also read How It Feels to Be Color Me. You might have read that before somewhere, but kind of a refresher. Zora Neale Hurston and Langston Hughes fought constantly about what African American literature should do, what it should look like. Zora Neale Hurston in the South using dialect and actions of people in the South, and particularly African Americans. Langston Hughes up in Harlem having a different view of what literature should look like. They were constantly fighting about it. But you're going to pick any 2 of these prompts. You can kind of see a focus, and once you kind of quote from six characters in search of an author, make sure you show me you've read that. But really, it's some of these ideas from the Harlem Renaissance or some of the ideas from the course. But again, you pick any 2, follow that 3-paragraph format for each one, and that'll be it. It's easy to say when you don't have to write it. But if you have questions about it, let me know. If you want to send me your thesis, I'm happy to look at it. Um, but I'm going to get off there. If you have questions about the class or the trip, be sure and let me know. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.